All right, hello future YouTube viewers, Mukluk here, and today Guild Wars 2 did a live stream called Visions of Eternity Homestead Preview, with this awesome concept art being shared on the various social media platforms of what appears to be a massive ship that has been turned onto its nose, and then it's been kind of built inside of, and then there's like a structure of some sorts inside of it. This is going to be a new homestead that is being added in Visions of Eternity. So if you got the homestead already in Janthier Wilds, basically you have the option of which one that you wish to use at any given time. Now, a lot of folks like watching my stuff because they get to the point stuff. I am going to have a timestamp late in this video where I do my best to TLDR what is in this video. However, if you want any further details, it'll be in this same video. So without further ado, let's jump into it and let's see what they've got for us here today. And the nice thing about not watching this live is I can skip the first 7 minutes. Uh-oh.
Senior digital marketing.
Okay. I was scared there for a second. They started with the muted microphone, but fortunately they caught it after a couple of seconds. So real quick, we got Sarah Davies, Senior Gameplay Engineer, and Richie Procopio, Senior Digital Marketing Specialist. Richie, aka Bog Otter. This guy was a streamer up until, it feels like very recently, maybe sometime in the last year or two, and he got hired by ArenaNet. So this guy was one of my fellow streamers that I would see on Twitch from time to time. So surprised to see him in this video.
Marketing specialist here at ArenaNet, and today we have a very exciting show for you. We get to show off the brand new map and the new homestead features coming to Visions of Eternity when it launches on October 28th. I am joined by the illustrious Sarah Davies. Sarah, why don't you tell the folks at home what you do here at ArenaNet?
Hello, I'm a senior gameplay engineer here, and most recently I've been working on some of the new homestead quality of life features that we'll be showing off today.
We're super excited. Sarah just came back from Gamescom and got to show some of this stuff off to press over there, and I hope you folks enjoyed the first sneak peek at some Visions of Eternity music.
I wish I could have gone to Gamescom. I'm on the wrong continent though.
I also can't believe, Sarah, we get to say next month for the next expansion for Guild Wars 2. Isn't that kind of crazy?
Oh yeah, we're in September officially now, so next month.
Yeah, and
end
Sarah
of next
did,
month.
Another
so it's still about 2 months away.
About a little over a year ago. So this is becoming like an annual thing when we showed off
28th, October 28th
with Janthier Wilds. So this is pretty cool. Well, we're gonna kick it off into the game now and show off this new map and what's going on with it. So let's go over to the gameplay.
Oh, all right. Real quick, I recognize this art here of these. Are those quaggins? I think those are quaggins. They look like pineapples. Are they quaggins wearing pineapples? The guys under the umbrella here, this was one of the t-shirt designs they had at the community event in Seattle that you could get.
So as you can see, we're starting in the previous homestead. So this is the homestead feature map that we released with Janthier Wilds. So for those of you who don't know, Janthier Wilds, we released the homestead feature as our answer to player customizable housing. So with the release of Visions of Eternity, we're going to be expanding on that feature and releasing a new map. Now, to get to the new map, you do need to own both Janthier Wilds and Visions of Eternity because Homestead is still tied to the Janthier Wilds expansion. But if you own both...
I'm immediately surprised by that. Okay, so, for example, when they added gliding in End of Dragons, you did not have to have gliding in Heart of Thorns to get gliding in End of Dragons. Same thing with the common mounts in End of Dragons. You did not have to have Path of Fire to use a mount if you got it from EOD. If you got the Warclaw from Janthier, you did not have to have Path of Fire, which added the Warclaw, to get that. So I'm gliding was older than EOD. Well, yeah, and homesteads are older than Visions of Eternity. It's still a fair comparison, I think. So kind of surprised by that. So they're saying that homesteads are strictly a Janthier mechanic, but there is an expansion to homesteads that is going to be in VoE.
You can get to the new map by talking to Def Lahar here, and he'll have an option to switch maps. So we can change our active homestead plot, go to the new one. We have two options. We can store our decorations and move over, or we can just preview the new map. But we're going to go ahead and pack up and move.
And we'll cover the layouts feature in a little while. So if those of you curious and have questions about that, but let's show off the new map.
Hold on. Before that, what were the two options?
Go to the. You can get to the new map by talking to Def Lahar here, and he'll have an option to switch maps. So
I like to change my active homestead plot.
Active homestead plot. We'll go to the new one. We have two options. We can store our decorations and move over, or we can just preview the new map. But we're going to go ahead and pack up and move.
And we'll cover the layouts feature in a little while. So those of you curious and have questions about that. But let's show off the new map first.
Yeah, so this is the new map.
Man.
This is what you will see.
That is a great first
get
view.
Into the map. So as you can see, we've got kind of like a nautical theme going on, and that's because your new map is a private island.
Helpful
like
choya.
a house where it's built into.
There's a pineapple choya right there.
Yeah, a ship that nosedived directly into the island.
Yeah, I don't think that ship is very seaworthy anymore, but it'll at least provide you some cover from the weather.
Yeah, we're going to go through all of it, but real quick, our homestead, helpful homestead master here is a brand new little buddy.
We got a
tropical choya.
We got a pineapple flavor of choya. So
they are perfect on pizza.
What? Oh, excuse me.
Pineapple choya on pizza. It's a thing. I don't know. I haven't tried it.
I like how the char's name is Char.
Oh my god. Oh. So this will be your homestead master while you're here, and all the things that all the things that Deflahar was able to show you earlier is now on this NPC. All right, go ahead. Show us around.
So I'll start with the map. We'll come back to the house, but yeah, let's start with the map. So I guess like the main feature of the map is we have like this ley line volcano mountain. Is it still a volcano?
Ley line volcano
instead of lava. I don't know, but yeah, this is like the main features. We've got this mountain volcano spewing magic. And if we
pineapple
go over
choya
here,
plush.
we actually have.
I could do it if I got permission.
A ley line that's very convenient for taking us around the map. So if you have ley line riding, you can actually hop on this ley line. And as you can see, we've got some fishing nodes because if you're on a tropical island, fishing's a pretty nice pastime.
Absolutely.
So this ley line will just kind of like take us towards the mountain. You can see we've got like areas where like the water has kind of gotten into the sand. We've got some waterfalls there. This ley line is going to take us around the back where you can see the really cool rock structures. Over here, more waterfalls, more fishing nodes, of course.
The artists knocked it out of the park with this one.
Yeah, and then I like this part where you can see like the magic seeping out of the volcano. Which, like, it looks like the magma flows out of the volcano, which is why I keep calling it a volcano, even though it's not, magma or lava or whatever. But if we go up here and we take, I believe this is the ley line. Yeah, this ley line can take us all the way up. And you can see we've got the floating rocks where they've been infused with magic. And then if I turn ley line riding off, I can hop on my griffin. How good is your diving, Richie? Can you follow me?
I'm going to try my best. It's fair.
Well, I will dive down into here, into the crystal cavern.
Oh, wow, that goes really far down.
We'll see if Richie makes it.
Oh, my God, the pressure. I will admit that key binding's different here.
Oh.
I'm coming.
I switched my key bindings to my live key bindings.
You're smart.
Yeah. Oh, I see that you had to fall down.
No. I didn't do any such thing. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, we'll go over to Richie in a second. He's splashing around in the water. But over here, we've got, like, it's just a great place to show off. We've got the, bioluminescent fungi with the kind of really cool crystals and the magic starscape up there. It's really pretty over here. And then this is the pool.
I was calling with style. Somebody said that in chat. I'm going to go with that.
And chat's being very kind to you.
They are. And, like, you didn't rehearse that you were going to call me out like that, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Her jumps are so high. Is there low gravity here?
But yeah, so we've got some bubbling water over here that's kind of...
This looks like the low gravity that's in, like, Mistlock Sanctuary.
They've been affected by the magic, and you can see there's, like, a low gravity effect.
Oh, there it is.
Over here is where the mining nodes will be. So if you've got your mining home instance nodes, they'll show up right here in the mountain.
Let me just take a moment to look how breathtaking this is, and this is ridiculous that folks get to like decorate this and make this like.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. My first thought from like a practical standpoint is it took her a while to get here, and the mining nodes are down here. So the box that collects all the mining nodes, I'm hoping that's upstairs somewhere.
Their underground portion of their beachy resort. I mean, this is insane.
Yeah,
this is amazing.
I'm really looking forward to decorating in here. My plan, because this is like a under the mountain area, is to make my evil secret genius lair.
Perfect. I can totally see that.
Yeah. But yeah.
Like Dr. Evil.
Exactly. But you can see part of
the boxes are close to the entrance.
Genius
right
lair
on.
Is you've got like this underwater area.
Oh gosh, it goes even further down.
And it doesn't go down all the way, but you can go down kind of far. And also with this area, if I go this way, there's a secret underwater tunnel. Yeah. Which is perfect for
tunnel,
my
secret
planned
tunnel.
evil genius lair because, I got to do the trope of the underwater getaway. I mean, maybe like decorate a submarine tunnel there. And it comes out here, yeah. There's also like a tunnel you can walk out of that's just kind of hidden by foliage, but this one's my favorite, so I take this one. I'm gonna hop back. Oh, I gotta turn the ley line gliding on.
I think there's like 3 ways out of that cave, right?
Yeah, there's like 2 that you can walk out of, and then you've got that swimming one.
There's a lot of different places you can explore on the island, and
yeah, wow, that mining area is really far from the entrance.
You
definitely want to have a box.
The mountain, and over here, this is that waterfall pool we saw when we were gliding over on the ley lines, and you can see this is where your wood cutting nodes will be, the logging nodes. We've got more of the water.
So one thought is, if you have guests come into your homestead and they are like harvesting your stuff, this map, they can't use the boxes like you can, right? So like if I am letting someone else into my homestead to farm, this map for that specific reason would be significantly worse than the other map. Because when they come in for the front door, they have to travel a lot further to get to the stuff. Now, for the owner not going to care. But Muck's mind is pure profit. I'm trying to look at it from different angles. Like I said, that cave thing was beautiful. I imagine people could make some really nice stuff down there. But talking about like home nodes, if you're like inviting people into your instance so that they can use it, you're going to need to wait longer.
That has been affected by the magic.
The jump juice.
It's
jump juice.
Okay.
I just named it.
You've named it jump juice.
Sarah's not sure.
I'm not sure.
I
appreciate.
Oh, real quick. Hey, Laura, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. We're watching the stream from earlier today about the new homestead. Shut up, Bram. I don't even care. Thank you.
The alliteration. But calling it juice feels weird.
What's wrong with jump juice? We've got druid fluid. We've got Ellie jelly for catalysts. There's nothing wrong with jump juice.
But over here, you've got
Chelsea's here as well. What's up, Chelsea?
Gathering nodes and the gathering collection box. So if you have the mastery trained up from Jantheir Wilds that lets you auto collect the nodes, you'll be able to use it here as well. Basically, like all the quality of life that we added to the previous map, we've made sure to bring back to this map as well.
Okay, I saw the gather box. I didn't see the mining and logging box. Awesome. Where are those?
Yeah, and then you got, just more of the island over here, and then we'll head over to the strange pineapple, and if you come up to it, you got an option to poke it. If you do, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so if you poke the pineapple, the strange pineapple, I'll pop some more of the pineapple choya, and they'll walk around here for a second.
Castorian choya. Oh boy. And they just run amok. I love that. And they're huge. Look how big they are. I'm a Norn.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. Wait, I don't like that they're bigger than me. What if they start eating me instead? It'll be the other way around.
They're gigantic. Monstrous fruit.
Yeah. So they'll go back to their strange pineapple home.
Oh my god, I love them.
All right, so if we continue on this way, making it back to the house.
Pineapple choya is, I will say, like the normal choya, the cactus one, they look both 5 years old and 95 years old at the same time. They freak me out. The pineapple ones are kind of cute. Like, could definitely do some merch based on that if they wanted it.
We've got the stable still. This is where the rest of your nodes will be. And then you can see we've got the auto collection boxes here for the logging and mining, just so you don't have to go all the way into the mountain to get your daily nodes.
Nice.
You can see we've got the garden over there.
Nice.
Yeah, actually though, if you don't mind, Richie, I'm going to change it to night to show the volcano at night.
Oh, let's do that, yeah.
So if we talk to this guy, switch it to night. Yeah, so
oh my God.
Ooh.
I just really like it at night because the magic really glows, and you can see that glow a lot better at night, and it's like the bioluminescence of the floor looks really cool.
It's absolutely stunning.
They could add an NPC that teleports you to the nodes.
And I love that, and
I'm trying to remember, is there a homestead / home instance teleporter that you can put down? Like, guild halls have teleporters. I don't remember if homesteads do yet.
Also, so we have this decoration. There's like torches that are colored that you can make, and you can like hide the torches, but like they'll still do like the colored light. So I'm going to really enjoy being in nighttime here and like messing around with colored lighting, just because I really enjoy how the magic looks.
Sarah knows all the tricks.
Yeah, I love decorating. All right, so I'm setting it back to daytime though for showing off the house. So this
Yeah,
is
just a quick shout out, Sarah. When we do any promotions for like new decoration packs and stuff like that, Sarah decorates the homesteads for us for our blogs and such like that. She does an awesome job.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I appreciate the help.
I just enjoy decorating. Yeah, so
like
I didn't do this
here.
house though. Our wonderful map artists and designers did this house. So one of the so this is the default house. You get this house when you get the map, and here we're at the like little hangout bar area, because if you're at a tropical island, of course, you've got to have a little hangout area like this. Oh look, they've put in a music thing.
I can actually sit.
All right, I'm gonna go over to the main house. You can just sit and relax there.
I just got put in timeout.
We're on island time,
I could just do leisurely pace.
Exactly.
Is this the new expansions? This is the Homestead in Visions of Eternity. It's a preview.
Yeah, so this is the house. We'll enter in. So one piece of feedback that we got from Janthia Wilds is that some players wanted to be able to remove the Coden house. And so for this house, we've made it entirely out of decorations, like even the walls here. Well, here, I'll just X-ray vision.
Oh my
so
God.
You can see it's, yeah.
Everything in yellow there. Everything in yellow.
Yeah,
there.
all the yellow. That's a lot.
That's a decoration.
And you can see we've also furnished the inside of the house a little bit more. So you've got like the sitting area and dining room, just so the house you're starting with doesn't feel as bare. Over here we've got a kitchen. We also have a working door decoration, which is exciting if you are a decorator and know that there hasn't been a working door decoration. I'm excited about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then on the last
2025, the year that they made functional doors.
Entry bit and then a bedroom. And then you have, of course, this view. And if I hop out the window, just get in B mode.
This view is amazing. Can't imagine waking up and seeing this out my bedroom.
Well, just hop into the game every day and then wake up here. Just log off here, log back on, go up to the bedroom, and then you can leave through the window. That's
the plan. I like it.
They are doing housing before WoW.
But you can see this is the whole.
Just to be clear, for anyone who's new to Eteria, Janthia Wilds, the expansion that we're ending right now, that one added housing. So we got housing about a year ago. This is a new house map. So housing's already in our game. It has been for almost a year at this point. This is a new map you can build a house on if you want.
House, and as you can see, you can just remove it. I can drop this.
Can you give me greater privileges?
Oh yeah.
She just drops them.
Okay, you can be a bee. But yeah, if I clear all decorations, you can see this is kind of the blank palette.
Even the giant boat is removable?
Surface.
Oh, wow.
You can start from scratch. The notes are
keep the big boat.
not removable, so they'll still be there. But you can erase the house if you want, start from scratch. All the decorations the house is made out of, you'll be able to use, and all of those house decorations have crafting recipes, so you'll be able to make more.
Yeah, so when you get Visions of Eternity, you get the map and you get all these decorations that you can do whatever you want with. You can even pack these up and bring them over to the other, the Hearts Glow Janthia Wilds map if you wanted.
Yeah. All right, so that's kind of what we wanted to show.
Wait, so you could
for
take the
new
giant
map.
boat to the other map?
Show off some of the quality of life features. So the first one is this new edit mode. So, or not edit mode, it's an edit skill. So oh god, I just touched the microphone. So previously, if you would edit a decoration, you would move it over and then use this confirm modification, and it moves the decoration from the old spot to the new spot. But now you can move it, and if you instead press place duplicate, if you have another of the decoration in your storage, it will pull that out and use that instead of moving the decoration. So this makes lining up things a lot easier, because previously you'd have to do something like this, get it lined up. Or actually, you can use last scale and rotation, so at least it's line the same direction, and the same size. But then you would go to line it up, and you place it, and you'd have to fly over, be like, okay, hang on, that's not quite lined up. And then you'd have to fix it up a little bit. So the duplication is just going to make it a little bit easier to line things up. Let me restore Homestead. Yeah, and one thing
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Can you use that feature to make a box in midair like you did?
Oh, yeah, yeah. So
show how easy it is to do this now.
Oh, yeah. So Actually, one thing I just did here is I edited this wall and then put it in place just so it would be my last used decoration. So if I go into the place new decoration, you can see the wall is my most recent decoration, just because I'm lazy and I don't want to go into the decoration palette. But if I change this to be aligned, so I'm going to place this here, and then you can see if I want to make that box, I can keep using this skill, and then I'll rotate this, and it's really fast to just line stuff up. And this is going to be really useful now that we have more building pieces. I guess like another thing this house addresses is that we didn't really have a lot of building pieces because we had a lot of furnishings, like a lot of muscle memory happened there. We have a lot of furnishing and decorations, but if you wanted to build your own structures, you had to get kind of creative, like, flip over a fountain just so you could get the bottom stone circle. But yeah, with this, with the new house, right, we have all of the decorations that were used to build the house. So there's a lot more options for decorations if you want to try and build your own structure. And yeah, as you can see with the new place duplicate skill, I was able to like quickly build this square and have it all line up. Something that also I want to highlight is I was doing this rotating. So if you hold shift and then click to rotate this, it'll rotate in 45-degree angles. So that's just how I was getting it into the 90-degree angles really quickly.
Hold down shift. There's your hot tip. Yeah, so there's a lot more building blocks now. A lot more pieces that you can
see. That place duplicate feature is pretty cool. That's the kind of thing that I would never have noticed because I don't mess with the decorations. I would probably use this homestead over the other one just because I think it looks prettier at a glance, but I'm not much of a decorator in there. But I'm glad they mentioned the duplicate thing because I know that some people will care about that.
Not only like decorate, but actually like build structures and stuff on this map.
Yeah, you can see like there's roofs as well. Yeah.
Is there a snapping to grid?
We don't have snapping to grid. It would be kind of a lot to try and get that as a system. So just to make sure that we could actually ship the homestead features, we just worked with our existing frameworks that we had for guild halls. It's really interesting because like homesteads came about because we were slowly making like more iterative progress on like features and systems that we would need for homesteads until like we got to the lead up to Jantheir Wilds and we realized, oh, actually like doing a homestead system would be doable in the time we have. Like we have now got more pieces of the feature we need, so that let us go ahead and do the feature.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And we're taking some note of some questions in chat that we'll address as we can.
Okay.
So keep them coming. Somebody, can you show off just demolishing the house again?
The demolishing of the house.
Some folks miss this. Yes, this whole house is removable, and you get all these decorations with Visions of Eternity, so that you can build them in different ways.
Oh, the boat's not one piece. There's multiple pieces to the big boat.
It's really fun to use the like huge delete tool, but you can't just clear all decorations.
Yeah. And the way you had it at the beginning is stored as a default, so you can always go back to what it looked like originally, right?
Well, the restore homestead restores the homestead to the default like setting when you first load into the map. It's not what you have done. So you can see like the square I made is gone, missing square.
Yeah.
But hey, that's a great segue into the other feature that we've done, which is the decoration layouts. So something people may have seen when we switched over to this map, and there were like two options. One was to pack up all your decorations and move, or to just preview the new map. And that's because like as we were developing, we don't have room to save decorations.
The boat is one piece, but the house is multiple things. No, earlier when she was clicking delete on stuff, she deleted this like bottom quarter of the boat. Then she deleted everything. So at the very least, it seems this section right here of the big boat is separate from the top. And there might be more. As a minimum, there's two pieces, possibly more, based on what I saw.
For two maps at once. So we're like, okay, we can let you go over to the new map, but you have to get rid of all your decorations on the previous map. Or you can preview the new map and you can keep decorations on your old map. But that was still kind of like giving a not very fun decision of like, do I keep all the hard work on my old map and I don't get to decorate on the new map? Or do I decorate on the new map and then I erase everything I've done on the old map? And we know players have put like hours into decorating their homestead. So we really didn't want players to have to make that choice. So we got the decoration layout feature. So if you go into this cog menu and you go to load save layout, it will bring up this UI, and this UI will let you save a layout of all the decorations.
A lot of people have asked for this
on the map. Just for.
And does she have anything amazing she's going to show us?
I'm going to place a wall right here, so I don't get confused if I load this one layout later. So if I go and click save layout and I just name this wall because I added a wall, you can see I've made a new layout. It has saved the position and everything of all of the decorations currently on the map. It's got when I've saved it, yeah. And now, if I want to, I can delete it. I can restore my homestead. It's fine because I'll be able to get my lovely wall back that I painstakingly just plopped right there. But yeah, I can also show like some other things. So here's one I made. If I load this, this is one I made where I just put down a bunch of foliage on the map, just to give it kind of more of a jungle vibe. And then let's see, another one is this, where it was like an experiment in different themes. There's like this futuristic tower for like, you know, the billionaire private island, or
the boats crash.
Over here is like the idea of a shipwreck, because we had that water here, and it's like, okay, what if a ship came in and like caused that water, like that wreckage where the water got in. And you can see in there I was
awesome.
using the new walls to kind of make the dilapidated housing like, oh, this has been a shipwreck, but now we need to build our makeshift housing into it. And you can see like the walls actually from the house, they are different colors on different sides. So like I flipped them around to use the differentiation between colors to like make it look even more like makeshift.
It's very Lion's Arch.
That's true.
Yeah, I was thinking of Lion's Arch 2.0 when we
I see you have like some bungalows out by the water here too.
Oh yeah, because you know the other theme for the island is like a resort, and you can see this is I was experimenting with how to make different roofs. I think my favorite is just this one, which is a fan or a windmill that I put sideways. Like it's got like the very good roof shape, but it kind of rotates because it's a windmill.
I was noticing it rotate. That's amazing.
Yeah, I did this all before the Sea Raiders pack, so like now we have gables to like do the triangle, but this was before then. Yeah.
So you guys are getting an idea of like how your creativity can just go wild, and you see how fast the layouts load. Like these are stored in an XML file, and it's just a text file, and it's almost instantaneous. You can just swap between your builds. So now you can have your racetracks, your Halloween decorations, your Winter's Day stuff, and you can just go wild. I'm so happy we have this feature for you guys.
It's something else because it's so fast. This contains. I didn't fix this. Well, that's a bummer. Let's go here. So something else I like to do is that was a palette of decorations that just had them all laid out, because what you can do is you can like go to a decoration layout, like click on a decoration, be like, oh, you know, I like this fern, and then I will edit it, put it back in place. Now it's my most recently placed decoration. And then if I go and look at like the one I was just looking at, I can be like, oh, I got, where's the wall? Here's the wall. All right, I'll add that fern next to it. Maybe the wall's lonely. And then I'll just go ahead and
did copy paste from a different.
So I'll overwrite the wall,
one.
and then I'll go back to the foliage, and then I'm like, okay, well, I want another type of plant to go with it. What we got? And I can just like go around, and I like this leafy plant.
Okay, so I got it. So the one that bugged out that she couldn't load, she just has like every single decoration lined up, and she was using it like a catalog.
Painter's palette.
Yeah.
Almost. It's so quick.
Yeah. So and then if I go back to the wall.
Oh, that's so smart. You're way smarter than me. I don't think I would ever have figured that out.
Oh, the one I picked is really big, actually. I think what I did in the previous one is I like just
cut it up. Yeah.
Just
do you have the layout with all of the decorations from this house, or is that not?
Oh, for the house, that was the one where it was saying it was invalid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe I'll rotate it like this a little.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm doing this. I just wanted to put a wall of foliage. But yeah, you can use, like, because it loads so fast, you can just go between them really quickly. And I like to use it to just pick up decorations I want to use. So I'll just save this. Save layout.
Yeah, Sarah has a layout where she uses this whole beach and just has different walls and different like structures just laid out in a nice organized pattern, and then just can load in here and like a painter.
Yeah, I think we edited some of the decorations like that are available, because we're showing this all on a development branch. So stuff changes in progress, and one of the decorations in there, it was no longer valid. So you can see you can't load up invalid stuff. It did the error, so it's not going to let you like. There's validation. Nope, can't do it. But one thing to know, and you mentioned this kind of, Richie, is all of these are stored locally on your computer. So that does mean that you're not going to be able to sync these between devices. If you move to another computer, you'll need to bring your layouts with you. But because they're just on your computer, they're shareable, and you can like pass them out. You can just be like, oh, here's my layout. Do you want it? And the reason we did it this way is just because the decorations take up like so much storage space that if we wanted to like store them ourselves, we would have had to been really restrictive on how many you could save and what you could save. So we think that this is worth it. Like, you can save a lot more now. You just have to make sure to like move your files over or have like a friend have them if you're switching devices.
Sarah, what if you had 2 different like designs on this map in layouts that you wanted to kind of combine together?
Oh yes, yeah. So we had the foliage one, right, and then we had this tower and resort one, and because these are all just XML files, I'm going to do a thing. Is this going to show up? Do people see Notepad++? I hope so.
Do.
Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, these layouts, they're all just XML files. You've got the decoration ID, the position, rotation, and scale.
She's just going to copy paste this over?
Well, I was going to say this is readable. It's readable in that you can see the values. Like, I don't know what 9,074 means. That's somewhere on the map. But because there's just a file, you can make new ones. Like if I make a copy paste.xml, I would like that to be an XML file. You can see I can copy, paste them. We'll get rid of this tag because it's still got to be like valid XML, you know. All right, so now I've got a new one. So if I go back to the game and I open up that UI, you can see I have the new layout here. And if I load it, yeah, okay, wait. I'm very concerned. Did I put? Okay, so what I have done is, you see up here it is the Astral Ward tile, and down here is more Astral Ward. I've just copy pasted the same thing twice.
Same thing twice.
Yeah. So you've got it like correctly copy paste. So, oh wait, futuristic. Oh my gosh, hang on.
She doesn't have the foliage file open.
I give you a lot of credit. I wouldn't be able to talk while I was doing that while streaming at all. So
okay. Well, I meant to copy paste the foliage in there. I copy pasted the one where I had the tower, the resort, and like the dilapidated housing with one that had a tower, so there was no visual difference.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but now I've copy pasted the foliage, so it should have just overwritten it actually. So if I do this and I load it now, I've done it correctly this time. Yeah, so I've copy pasted those two together, and you can see we've got the like all the 3 bits from the one with the foliage from the other. And you might be thinking, wow, that foliage was suspiciously placed perfectly around those areas. And that's because originally, like, I just put it together, put the foliage in, and then I used the diff tool to pull out the foliage so I could show this off.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but
really cool.
This is super cool because now you can
have to close the game. Yeah, she didn't have to close the game or anything.
If you save a layout of like individual like structures on your housing, your homestead, then you can copy paste them together. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, this is brilliant.
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant. And I appreciate you going through the copy and pasting there and showing like, because I mean that's a huge potential, right, for this feature.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this is going to result in, chat, is websites. Like I think Radish might have one. Websites by content creators that are going to have just like tons of different homestead designs that you can actually go in there and just copy paste it into your game. So like you can have people that just like decorating, and you could go there and just copy their setup, and then you'll have to have the parts, you know, you'll have to have all the components. But if you do, you can just paste it into your game like this.
And if folks are like me and not great at decorating, you can craft the decorations, right, and then load somebody else's XML file, and boom, you can have a really beautiful homestead map that you're proud of.
Mukluk Labs now with beach labs.
No, all you did was craft all the decorations, which is still a lot.
Yeah, and
like. About that.
So we realized that not everyone's going to be comfortable with like going into their file system and messing around with the XML documents. So we've also done this party layout saving feature. So I turn this on. Richie will get a little pop-up here, and he'll be able to open up this UI. It won't have the load button, but he'll have like the save layout, and he'll be able to save a copy of this layout. And then when we go to his homestead, or when he goes to his homestead, he'll be able to load it. And that way he can like get layouts this way as well. That way you don't have to leave the game if you don't want to. But we can show that what his point of view would be, because I believe you have a layout on Hearts of Glow.
I do. Let's hop on out.
Okay.
And we can come into my home instance.
All right. So let me know when you are in your homestead, and then I will just join you from the UI here.
Sure.
They need to add volleyball. Char beach volleyball.
All right. So I'm going to join you in your homestead.
I'm in.
Ooh. I see you've got the Winter's Day one.
Do you like how I decorated this?
Yeah, it looks great.
Thanks. Spoiler alert, Sarah decorated this and I just used her layout.
Oh, I see. Oh, the thing has happened again where it doesn't have the ice out there. That's simple.
Snow for some reason.
Oh,
I don't know
well.
why. It's supposed to be all snow, but
yeah. Well, we'll just only look right here, so you can only see the snow here. Oh, I see you've already enabled party layout saving. Thank you.
I did.
So now I just have the save layout option. So if I do this, you can save this as like.
Yeah. So if you get invited to somebody's homestead and they enable that feature, then you can just save their decoration template.
And
just like that.
So now I have a new layout. It's Richie's Snow and it's in Forest Glow.
So I have alerts paused, but the patrons have no breaks. That made me jump.
So if I leave the instance, I will have to go back to my homestead, and then I'll be able to load it there in Hearthglow. So let me open up the conduit doorway and go to my homestead.
She's got the pay to win door.
Okay, so we're back in the new map, but the layout that Richie has given me that I've just saved is for the old map. So you can see here, Richie's Snow in Hearthglow. So if I load that, it warns me like, hey, it's gonna remove all your decorations, and then also like this is for another map. But I have the option to switch homestead plots, and it's gonna take all my decorations currently on this map, put it in storage, and then we'll move over here. I've done a cheat to lock all of the homestead decorations. So you can see here it says 284 of 313 decorations won't be placed because you don't have enough copies. So if you don't have enough decorations, then you get a little pop-up, and if you press continue, it'll load whatever you do have. Or you can press view missing decorations, and it'll give you a list of everything that you're missing. That way, if you do get a layout from someone, you can just work towards crafting what you need.
That's awesome. I love that part. And good luck getting all the snow diamonds.
It's okay. So I made that layout, right, as a developer, like on a feature branch, right, where I get all the decorations, and I use so much of these glacier overhangs to just cover everything in snow, and then they're like a snow diamond each, and I'm just not rich enough to make it on live. But you can see, so I gave myself all of the decorations because I'm a cheating little dev. And now I've loaded Richie's,
But the important thing to note is you can still load it and it'll just use all the decorations you do have. And it loads just fine. It just won't look the same until you craft everything. And I love that shopping list feature. That's so good.
Yeah, and you can just as you craft more and more of the decorations, you just keep reloading the layout and it'll fill up more and more. But we'll head back. I'm gonna head back to. Oh wait, actually, I'm gonna load this while we're here because I just want to show it off because this is my homestead on live. But if you go over here,
she hijacks the whole stream to show it off
for Halloween. I'm taking over the stream. I'm showing off on the biggest audience I have, right?
I say do it. I just love the arrow pointing.
Do it, Sarah.
Yeah, it's okay because Halloween came out. I made this awesome jumping puzzle, right? I love it. It was so much work. I'm not getting rid of it. So I just put a bunch of trees on there to hide it, so it wouldn't be Halloween when it wasn't Halloween. And then,
that's pretty rad out there.
Keep it forever. It was so much work, and I'm not getting rid of it. But now we're going to have decoration layouts, so I will be able to save it, and I can erase it and do something else with the space, and then I won't have lost it. I will keep this forever. Although amusingly, right, the expansion comes out October 28th, right? So this becomes relevant again. I will get the ability to save it and decorate from scratch, but it becomes relevant. Though I probably will save it and go to the new map.
They are loving your energy, by the way, Sarah. They love that you just took over the stream.
This is a whole jumping puzzle.
I love that people who have spent literally hundreds of hours building and decorating can now save it and decorate more and not feel like they've lost all of their work. And I'm cheating in your jumping puzzle by using a mount.
I was gonna say, Mogotter's cheating. He's on Disguise Go.
I'm cheating by using a mount. So and that's one exciting thing is not only is we showed off the modularity, right, of the decoration layouts, but also just now you will have more opportunities to just create more themes. This was the Halloween one, but now I'll be able to create a Winter's Day one and Festival of the Four Winds, and I can just load back and forth between them.
Yep, that's awesome.
So lots of opportunity to be even more creative, and then also the ability to share it. Okay, I've done a quick fly through my jumping puzzle. We can go back now. All right, we'll go. What's the copy paste? We'll go back to the wall because it's more like the default map.
Yeah.
That way players can see more of like what the actual house will look like instead of just what I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really excited.
The layouts are for both maps. What out of the features, the quality of life stuff that we've talked about today, what transfers over to guild halls?
All of this is in guild halls. The only thing is, that's not the guild thing. Okay, so if I'm in this, blah, 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 decorations. Do I have to be in the guild hall? Am I not? Guild. Maybe this one? Oh, hang on.
You don't have to show it if you just want to tell. Up to you.
Yeah, so all of the decoration layouts.
She just used a dev command to power level the guild.
They work on guild halls as well.
I was like, what is she doing?
Also, like the new decorating. If I switch to the B. Like this, the new place duplicate, like that'll be coming to the guild hall decorating as well. The only thing about the layouts is, okay, well, let's see, in the ranks, this remove all decorations, you need to have that permission in order to have the ability to load decoration layouts. And that's just because someone...
Okay, so guild halls, remove all decorations, permission will allow folks to use decoration layouts.
If they're loading a layout, they're doing like a mass change of all the decorations. And then you will get to the decoration layouts through this area. So the decorations, normally this is where you decorate from. You would do there'll be another button here that'll be like load layouts.
Awesome. Yeah. And that is regardless of expansion ownership?
Yes, for the guild halls. So anywhere that you can decorate, you'll have access to like the new quality of life stuff. So even if you're only in the first Janthir Wilds homesteads and you don't own Visions of Eternity yet, but you should get it. It's going to be fun. But if you only have Janthir Wilds, you'll still get access to decoration layouts. You'll still get the new decorating skill. But awesome. If you also have Visions of Eternity, you'll get the new map and have access to the new decorations and the new crafting recipes for the new decorations.
Awesome. Can you load decorations?
You could tell she loves decorating
when you're in this new...
Yeah, you could tell that she does this a lot. She knows what she's talking about. It's nice.
New map.
No.
She's very passionate about it.
So you can see here, we have like a map thing. It keeps track of what map you saved it on. So you can't from this go back and forth between other plots. Like obviously they're XML files. You can mess with it. It's not going to look good because the positioning doesn't line up, right? Like this position, it's not like they're just positionings on the map. It's not going to translate well between the maps. And it definitely doesn't work between guild halls and homesteads. Not only are the positions wrong, the actual IDs don't match up. Like the decorations between guild halls and homesteads are different. They're different objects.
That makes sense.
So effectively no, but I know there's going to be some enterprising player who does it anyway.
That shaman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know somebody was asking, does the decoration storage, does it store your decorations between the two maps? But really, it's all one thing that you can just kind of load.
So yeah, you can't have decorations saved on both maps at once. We don't have enough space for that. Whatever map is your active homestead, that's where we're going to keep track of what decorations you have placed. So if you are going between maps, please use the decoration layout feature to save your work.
Yeah.
But
in fact, go ahead.
I was gonna say if you don't want to move between maps, you can always go to the other map in preview mode, still hang about in the map, and it'll keep your decorations saved on the map you were in before.
I was gonna say, if you get Visions of Eternity on day one and you're a homestead decorating connoisseur, the first thing you should do is save your layout in Hearts Club. Make sure you get that file.
I think I have 3 items placed in my homestead.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything else in Visions of Eternity because once it's released, Def Lahar will just have the option to move over if you have the new expansion. You don't have to play through the story or anything. I'm sorry, narrative team, but I will be just hopping right over. I'm sorry. I'm going to be talking to Def Lahar right away and being all right, new map, please. But I'll be saving first because that Halloween stuff has to stay forever.
Mike is going to yoink some XML file. No, I don't have any homestead.
See some people asked the sky
building
blocks from the gem store.
I couldn't right now
as well.
Yes, that is the plan. So I will note that not all the skyboxes are not guaranteed to work on every map we have going forward, but the plan is for the current skyboxes to also work on this map.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Wait, is she talking about the skyboxes that you purchase from the gem store? Because like I feel like if someone purchased it, it should be available on any future homesteads. That's a weird comment.
Is there anything else that you'd like to show up? I'm looking through the questions here.
I'll just kind of like roam around the map while you look at questions.
That sounds good. Yeah, show off like maybe around the mountain a little bit more where they didn't see too much. Will the ability to disassemble the house and stuff affect the Hearthglow map?
No, the Hearthglow map is still going to be unremovable. It's still like that one piece. We couldn't really change that just because of how the building was built. Like there's a big hole underneath it where the basement is, and also like a lot of the gadgets, like there are gadgets that are built into the house that we can't convert into decorations. I'm calling them gadgets. It's like internal speak for how we did some of the like the masteries. Like if you recall, we had masteries in Janther Wilds that like unlock separate rooms or like more space, and that's kind of built into the map, even though it looks like it's on the house. So we can't separate that out to make it removable.
Okay, gotcha. Can we build underwater? Is the question.
Yes. So just like you can build underwater in Janther Wilds, you can build underwater in Visions of Eternity.
I would have been surprised if they had removed that.
You can't build past where you go. So like if I do go back in the cave, like there'll be a point underwater where you can't go any further. It'll give you like that message, oh, the current is too strong, it's going to push you back. So you can't build past there, but you can build underwater. Nothing on this map. Oh, I gave Richie so much grief for messing it up, then I mess it up.
Karma.
No. I got by the low gravity. It's kind of hard to fly if the low gravity hits you quickly. Yeah, that's karma, isn't it?
I literally, when you said dive, I hit the number 2, which is the key binding for my dive when I play, regularly, and it did nothing, and I immediately panicked and started flailing.
So yeah, you can build underwater, but you can't let's see, where's the so you can't build past this point.
Okay, gotcha. Is there a limit to how many layouts you can save?
Yes, because your computer only has so much room for files.
That's a lot, though.
In terms of,
that's a lot.
They're text files. They're XML files.
Because they're gonna not take up much space.
Yeah, it's a scrollable thing. Your files do have to be in this Homestead folder. So you have it won't say feature Living World A for you. It'll say just Guild Wars 2.
5 terabyte hard drive, unlimited Homesteads.
Folder lives next to your input binds folder, and then the UI will just pick up any XML file that is in this folder location.
DJ Guy Dan on chat said, ordering a 1 terabyte external now.
That's a lot of files. Like XML files aren't that big. You don't need that much space.
That's true.
Now, if they were more merchandising, they would be like, and allow us now to introduce our partnership with Alienware, where you can get Guild Wars 2 themed external hard drives. Use code Homestead at checkout.
I had another question here. Is there a way to edit multiple decorations at the same time?
No, currently it is just you can edit one decoration at a time. So like with that duplicate skill, you'll only be able to use one existing decoration at a time. So this is one of the other entrances. So like by where those fishing are, there's some foliage.
In-game Mimuk plushie win.
The entrance to this one.
I envisioned it'd be like a miniature and it would follow you around.
I think,
oh, real quick, hold on. When I was after the Seattle thing, my son was like, "Wouldn't it be really cool if they had miniatures in game for all the partners?" And I was like, I mean, yeah, I've got an ego, so yeah, that would be cool. But what would they look like? And he goes, "Yours could be the plushie." And I was like, I've now got 2 plushies. So it's like the Asura one, I assume. And he goes, "Yeah, just have it like beep, 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 like walk behind you." I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds cute. What about everybody else though?" And he's like, and I could tell like he hadn't thought that far ahead. And he's like, "Oh, that guy we met can be a slug with a headband." That's like Snevzor. So Snebzor's mini is just a disgusting slug with a headband on it that just slimes behind you.
This is something that you can do, but it'll take editing the XML file. But I'll let Sarah talk to it. Can you just save individual areas of the map when you save a layout?
So the layout
so I would
is
love that. He would
save like all of your decorations on the map at once. So the way to like save a specific area is either save like the whole layout at once and then like delete everything but what you want to save and then save that, or save a layout of like everything, delete what you want to save, so like you're making like the inverse, and then use like a text comparison tool so you can see like what's missing, and then just copy paste the missing part into a new layout. And that's a little bit easier if you're like you have a big layout and you're like trying to save like one specific thing. Make sure to save a layout of everything so you don't delete it and then lose it. But so save that layout and then like delete your tiny little, I don't know, like lighthouse. And then when you have the two layouts side by side in a diff tool, one you'll see like, oh no, this is the red part where like all the layout decorations are missing, and then you can just copy paste that into a new layout. So nothing like native in game, but because we give you the XML files, I know you can find a way, I believe.
Yeah, this is a little bit advanced.
She's like, figure it out.
We know you will find a way.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, this
is a very specific question. I don't know if you know the answer to this. If you copy your friend's homestead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their layout, and they have character or weapon display statues, is it their character that carries over?
So it will have the information for the layout that you got. Like, so if a friend has like legendary armor, the layout that you save will have the information for the legendary armor. However, if you don't have the legendary armor unlocked, it won't display for you. You just get like default.
I was gonna say, I imagine it would just be like an armor stand.
It will have theirs, and you don't get it if you don't have it unlocked. But if you do have it unlocked, you'll see the information of.
Oh no! Hold on. How far is this from the entrance? So all of these are the things that the box does not auto collect. So like when I farm my homestead each day, I have to run up to each of these things each day. If this is really far from the entrance, that's going to be a deal breaker for me.
Of where it was copied from. But you can always go and change that if you would rather have it like, I want my character displayed. You'll have to go up to the decoration and change that yourself.
They have boxes near the entrance. The boxes do not collect these. The dragon pinata, the exalted chest, the crystallized supply cache, found bandit chest, airship cargo, the boxes don't collect these.
Just change it, yeah.
Yeah, I found other nodes. I got the enchanted treasure chest that I don't have on live.
I'll have to work on that.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'll think about it.
He said as he doesn't have it either.
It's the only one I'm missing.
All right, I'm missing like all of them, so there you go.
Yeah. You can come visit my homestead. Yeah.
What anything else that you want to share? Anything else, Sarah, on your end?
I'm just really excited to have more decorations. This is a little lame, but I'm just so excited to have a really nice wall. There was
That's why you saved the layout called wall.
Yeah, it's my favorite because now I can make more buildings, and it was hard to make buildings before. I guess the Sea Raider set, that's an MTX set, came out and that had walls, but like, it was hard to make other buildings before, and now you can, and I love this wall. This is my favorite wall right here. Look at it, all hail the wall.
Can we name it Sarah's wall in game? That would be amazing.
I feel like, really it's the artist who should get the credit. You can see, okay, here's another exciting thing about this wall, because if we're talking about walls, you see like this is kind of like bluish and it goes this way, but over here it's green. But if you want, you can decide, oh, I want the green to be the outside. And now, oh wait, one way.
So she's like doing barrel roll. I can have
outside green wall. Ooh. I just love that it's double-sided because we get like effectively two walls for one. Like I could even do this. And then if I remember to correctly place this new one, you can see like now it's just green on both sides. So we can have just only green walls. Yeah.
And there's walls now with window cutouts, which I don't think
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we can go through all the decorations since like there was an issue with the decoration palette. So you can see this one is just a wall with a cutout. These aren't windows with the cutout. You can see these are just windows you put on top of the wall.
This is like a picture frame of a window.
You have like the door. Oh, I meant to edit it.
She just nuked the boat.
Here's a piece with like two doorways. I know we have one that's like one doorway. Oh, here. I deleted it again. Oh my goodness. Restore Homestead. So this one. Back up. You can see it's like a small doorway. And then this one. I've deleted it. I keep doing this.
Your fingers go faster than
She's a professional.
Okay, so you see this is like the wall
This
size
is making me think they need a
control
Control-Z, chat.
Two-sided doorway. It's because I keep pressing erase decorations to like undo that I want to decorate. Yeah. We've got like 75 new like building material pieces, something like that. there's a lot to
I was
work
just going
with.
to ask you. I remember you and I like counted it out. It was over 75 different decorations that you get with Visions of Eternity.
So yeah, like we've got, like, you can see this is a piece. This is like the bottom of the ship. You've got the middle of the ship. You got the top of the ship.
Oh, there we go. The ship is 3 sections.
Of the ship.
Now
the
we
front
know.
fell off, so you only have this. Unfortunately, the front fell off.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what we got. We have any other questions, Richie?
No, I think we're good. This is amazing. I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see what the community does with this, because now think about all the mega decorators out there who are afraid to dismantle their creations. Now they can start new things, new projects, collaborate with people, and share the files with others. This feature is just going to explode when this comes out, and I absolutely am super excited to see what everyone does with it. October 28th.
28th. Yeah. I've definitely got some friends who are looking forward to it, just because they're not really into the decorating, but they want to have really cool homesteads. So I plan to like give them my layouts, and then they'll just have what I have.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
I love that
have
part.
To go farm all those snow diamonds.
I don't have the time to decorate, and I'm not great at it. So being able to hit Sarah up and say, "Hey, can I get one of those? Can I get one of those layouts?" and then there's like in this map, like just hanging out in this map and doing your. Gathering your nodes and just checking.
What's
out
release date? October 28th.
Building on top of something that somebody else has already made. It just sounds like a lot of fun. So I can't wait. I want to thank Sarah for showing this all off. Everybody seems really excited in the chat. You did an amazing job
thank you.
showing this and like decorating. And it's
thank
a pleasure
you for having me, Richie.
No problem. It's a pleasure doing the stream with
I'm
you.
happy to show it off. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I love the little Halloween detour. That was not rehearsed.
No, I you know what? I had an opportunity and I took it.
I don't blame you. It was awesome. We also, Sarah and I both want to thank like everyone on the
there's
team
that shaman
who's responsible for putting this map together and all the features together. I mean, there's countless people that are involved in bringing these things to life. So thanks to the team that worked on Homesteads, and thanks for the folks behind the scenes like Summer and other folks in marketing who help bring this live stream to life. I'll be back in 2 weeks with another stream. We're gonna.
Dude, I'm looking at his swag back here. It's got the plushy Griffin, a plushy Quaggan, plushy Ritlock, the collector's edition Ritlock, Baldur's Gate, Aloy. I can't read that one. Elden Ring over here. He's got a lot of stuff back here.
Be showing off the skimmer and the new upgrades to the skimmer mount coming with
that's Darksiders.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
So we'll be back then.
Not with me, with someone else. Yeah.
Somebody else. Nick is going to join me for that. Cool. And thanks so much again for spending time with us today. Visions of Eternity comes out October 28th. Make sure you pick it up. You can still pre-purchase, get a whole bunch of rewards in game. Right now, they get delivered immediately. So
you get the new skimmer.
Yes. Yeah, I just since they were just talking about it, if there's anyone who's curious, if you pre-order Visions of Eternity, use someone's referral link, of course. Mine, Lorraine's, just somebody. But if you pre-order it, you will get any of the bonus stuff that comes with it, like the weapon box or the infinite gathering tools, the skimmer skin that looks like a giant jellyfish. That all arrives in your mail like in a minute. You get that like right away. The gems, if you get the Ultimate Edition, the gems is usually a couple of minutes, maybe an hour it gets there. But you do get to play with that stuff, but basically right away.
We're on a face cam screen.
Oh,
so
they can't see. Okay.
The jellyfish skimmer mount skin for one of the deluxe, I think. But anyway, you can see all that over on our website over at GW2.com. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next time.
Right,
be safe,
everyone.
have fun, and game on.
That was really good. The Sarah did a great job. She very clearly.
Look at me, I'm so curvy.
She very clearly is someone who works with this stuff every single day. She was passionate about it, and when she hit a few snags during the show, and she was able to troubleshoot and fix them really quickly. Why does it look like? Okay, the little preview here, it looked like they were going to be talking again in a minute, but I guess that was something else. Her joy was infectious? Yeah, like her like, I'm going to show you my Halloween clock jumping puzzle, and you're going to like it. That was good. That was good. So she did a great job. And it was cool seeing Bog Otter again, because again, the other guy, Richie, I knew him as Bog Otter. He was another streamer. He was streaming when I started streaming, and I actually, got inspirations and ideas for like how I should set up alerts and things like that from watching his channel back when he was doing that full time before he went over to ArenaNet. So it was cool to see like, oh yeah, hey, they don't have him just in the basement somewhere, or they let him out of the basement for this, one of the two. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do now, chat, is I am going to do kind of a TLDR of everything I thought was an important bullet point for the people that watch this later on my YouTube channel and they just fast forward to the end and they just want the TLDR. So I am going to just have this play on muted in the background, and I am just going to talk for a minute and try to go over it. So here we go. All right, so we are now at the TLDR portion of our video. For the people who just want a get to the point, what are they doing to homesteads? So, first off, this new homestead that is coming out is it is going to require you have the homestead stuff from Janthier to access this. The Visions of Eternity homestead you cannot access if you do not have access to Janthier homesteads. They have made the decision that homesteads are a Janthier feature. This is just simply kind of an expansion pack to that feature in Visions of Eternity. So if you get both homesteads, you would talk to Def Lahar, the bear that is in your homestead, your current one that is in Janthier Wilds. You talk to him to make various changes to your homestead, and you can talk to him and say, I want to swap maps. And he will give you the option to either store all decorations into storage and then move to the other homestead map, or just go over there, leave my decorations alone, and just hop over there to preview it and just walk around and look around. So if you store all your decorations, then when you get over there, you can decorate. If you just say, I want to visit, then it's just a tour, and you can just decide if you like it. Def Lahar on the other map, once you get over to the other one, I don't know if I want to... Okay, right there, there's like a pineapple-looking thing, and they'll get closer to it in a minute. That is a pineapple choya, and that has taken Def Lahar's job on the new map. It's definitely a looker, but you will talk to this guy to like change the time of day, change the sky, stuff like that, and there's a few of them running around here. This map has some fishing nodes, so if you are someone who enjoys fishing, there will be some of that on this map. It has ley lines, so if you've got ley line gliding or ley line flying mounts, you can basically hop on a ley line and it kind of does like a world tour around the island, or I should say an island tour. So you can hop on it and off of it anywhere you want to kind of fast travel to like the other end of the island. The island itself, you can see here, there's a giant thing. She called it like a magic volcano, but it's like a huge rock with like magic bleeding out of it and then like ley lines coming out of the top. There's a huge cave underneath it. It goes down into a very deep cave system, and the bottom of the cave system has a deep pool of water, and you can build very far down in there if you fancy it. But the pool of water gets deep enough that there is a point where it says a strong current pushes you back, the same message you see if you go too far out into the ocean. So you can't build past that error message, but very far down underground you can build. Also, your mining nodes are down there in like the center of the earth. They're pretty far away. However, the box where you collect all the materials, if you got the mastery, is closer to the entrance, so you don't have to go all the way down there. But if you are someone who lets your friends visit your homestead so they can mine your stuff each day, this homestead's going to be way worse in that one regard, because guests have to travel many more miles to get to all the nodes that they can harvest than they do on the other map. So that's just a heads up for that. Okay. One cool thing that they showed, which I wrote down the timestamp, it was around the 21-minute mark, is they're adding a new feature that, you see all that yellow stuff that you just saw there? All of that yellow is removable. The entire structure, including the giant boat, is removable. So if you want, you could take all of this apart, and I believe you could even use some of this stuff, like the giant boat pieces, in the other map, the one from Janthier Wilds. So they said that when they made the Janthier Wilds map, they got a lot of feedback that people wished that they could tear down the basic structure that was there, and they couldn't. And so they kept that in mind when they made this one. And this one was designed from the ground up that you could just level the starting structure if you want to and use all the pieces of it in other ways. Also, the doors that open and shut, like that's a new piece that was not available before. I think they said there's 75 new pieces in this that you will see, like proper walls and windows and stuff like that. Another thing here at the 23-minute and 6-second mark. Right here, I think I went just a little bit too far here. All right, so right here, she's using the delete tool just to delete chunks out of the house so you can see it. So she's just like, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And you can see the big boat on the back of it is 3 huge pieces, and she just dropped her co-host on the ground there. Place duplicate item is now available. And I didn't write a timestamp down for this one, but if she clicks on an item and clicks place duplicate, she can effectively do that right there. So she like leaves the original and just slides over a duplicate, and it will be perfectly lined up. So that is a new feature being added for people who like to create homesteads. You can more easily line up things to be pixel perfect, rather than doing what she's doing now, where she clicks build and then tries to line it up manually. Decoration layouts, another new feature at 31 minutes and 15 seconds. This basically, you can see right there, she's got this island covered in foliage, and then she goes into decoration layouts and says, now load this one, and boop, boop, and it's very, very fast. These are saved as XML files on your local computer. An XML file is something you can open with Notepad. They take almost no space at all. That someone said, is there a limit to how many I can save? And she said, however many you can fit on your computer. Which, even if you only had like a 100 gigabyte hard drive or something, that's like hundreds of thousands of homesteads. You're not gonna fill all that up. I challenge you to do so. I challenge you to. So, and it is important that you caught the part where I said local computer. On the server, the only information they're saving is your current active homestead. However, if on your local computer you have a copy of your Janthier homestead just the way you like it, and a copy of your Visions of Eternity homestead just the way you like it, and you can swap between them very quickly, if you go to another computer, maybe you play Guild Wars 2 on your Steam Deck sometimes, and sometimes on your PC. Whichever one has those local files is the one that's going to have all your other homestead creations saved. It won't have all of them on the on the game server. Okay, I think I've made that pretty clear. Loading times are very, very fast because of the fact that it just uses XML files. All it has to store is decoration number 502 at X longitude, Y latitude, Z height, and that's it. So it is very, very fast to load, and it does not take up much space to save on your computer because of how they did this, which is very nice. Let's see, mention that. Oh, the XML thing makes them very easy to share. So if you get, let's say, Mukluk's Halloween Island as a file on your computer, you could just copy paste it to your friend, and they could try to load it. Now, if they don't have the decorations, they wouldn't be able to. It would pop up an error message, and it would say, you are missing 300 of the 500 things we're trying to load right now. Do you want to load what you can? And you can hit yes, and it'll load what it can with what you've got. Also, it'll say, do you want a list of what you don't have? And if you say yes, it pulls up a shopping list for you. Very, very nice system. That's very, very good. So that is a thing. You can combine 2 maps. Let's see, she did this at the 39-minute mark. So it requires someone just like the tiniest bit tech savvy, but she opened the homestead file on her computer. And it looks like this in Notepad. It looks like a wall of text, but she basically went to one that was like a foliage island and one that was crashed ship island. And she just opened both of them, and then she opened a third that was blank and went copy paste, copy, paste, and put them both on the same one. And then you trimmed a few minor things, saved it, and opened it, and she effectively combined the two creations she had onto one map. So let's say you've got a Homestead Island, and it's how you like it. But then you go onto the Reddit, and some guy made a Death Star. And you're like, oh, that would go so good with my curtains. I would love a Death Star above my home. And so you just copy the stuff for the Death Star, and you would just need to copy it into your XML file for your existing homestead. And as long as you got the pieces, boop, Death Star. And it just load right in, so you don't even have to like build it piece by piece. So this is going to, I know there's already a few fan sites where people can like save their creations. I think they are going to pop off. I think we're going to see a future where Guild Wars 2 will have many fan pages where you can go there and just browse creations and just copy them into yours, as long as you have the bricks. As long as you've got the Legos, you could just copy paste how someone else put them together. Party saving feature. Party saving feature means if you go over here and click on the gear, which I don't know if she's about to do it, there's a party saving feature. If the host of a homestead activates party saving, then other people that are visiting can save it. They can go, oh, I like this, save, and then they can paste it when they get home. Now, again, if you're someone who just really doesn't want to share what you made, that's fine. You don't have to. But if you are okay with that, you can click Enable Party Sharing, show guests into there. Maybe you got a friend who you wanted to kind of give it to them as a gift. Like, hey, I made this, you can copy it. They can come into your home. They can hit Enable Party Sharing. They can then hit copy. They click on the gear and hit copy, and then they go to their home and hit paste. So they can very easily, copy something if you allow them to over to theirs. Party members can save a copy of homesteads they're visiting loaded in as their own. I mentioned the decoration thing. Let me see. Guild halls. When they added homesteads, they added a lot of features that are in homesteads to guild halls. And this time is no different. They have done that as well. Currently, at the time of this recording, in a guild hall permissions panel, anyone that you have given the remove all decorations permission will allow them to use decoration layouts for the guild hall. So, I mean, obviously only do this with people that you kind of trust, but if you do this, they will be able to make, the Christmassy guild hall and the Halloween guild hall and the rest of the month's guild hall, because those are the only two major holidays. Stuff like that. So the guild halls will get this quality of life even if you do not have Visions of Eternity. So VoE is not required for that specific feature for guild halls. Let's see. Once again, whichever map is your active homestead is the only one saved server side. Everything else with layouts is saved on your own computer. So just be aware of that. That is, if you only ever game on one computer, the only time this could be a problem is if, your hard drive got nuked or something, you would lose your other layouts. So just saying this to try to be clear so that you understand it. Additionally, if you play from multiple computers, you're only going to see the layouts on whichever computer you save them on. So maybe you store them in a Dropbox so that you could easily reach them from both systems if you like to swap off and things like that. It's a very minor thing to work around, but for people that aren't tech savvy, I'm just really trying to spell it out there. And that's it. That's everything. It was really cool. It was a really cool watch. Sarah was extremely passionate about it, and Richie did a great job, hosting it with Sarah. Sarah was very clearly very knowledgeable on this. She hit a couple of snags during the broadcast, and she was able to troubleshoot and fix them within a couple of seconds of each one. And she was showing us a bunch of her creations. You can see there, this is definitely her thing. There's a Christmas one that she made. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. I myself am, not much of a decorator with the homesteads, and maybe I'll find someone else who made some masterpiece and just be like, I like that. I'm going to go buy some bricks and just copy this so I can have my own Death Star, or whatever. So pretty cool. Very neat broadcast. And, these features are once again coming in Visions of Eternity, which releases on October 28th. So from the time of this recording, it's just less than 2 months away. And I'll see you in the next one.